Welcome to Montreal. Can you maybe just give us your first impressions when you found out that you were coming here, and what were your expectations with the news?
I was definitely shocked. It wasn't something that I knew was going to happen. Um, but as soon as I found out, I called Bryce Duke because me and him grew up playing in RSL's academy. So I was excited to get out here. I've heard the city's great. I've been around a couple of times. Bryce has been showing me around. As far as the team, I think the guys are great. The trainings have been great. It's intense, and I know the table kind of shows differently, but I think we have a lot of special pieces here that could do something great next year.
The international break, means you don't really get any game time, but it does give you 2 extra weeks to kind of, get to know your teammates. You think that's a bit of a blessing? Would you rather just hop into the game straight away?
I mean, it's hard to say one or the other. It's been nice to kind of get my feet under me. I've only had like 3 or 4 real trainings here, but yeah, building chemistry with the guys and getting to know what they want and how the coaches want us to play. It's been nice. So.
MLS is a special league. You can be traded without giving your permission. Did someone ask you, do you want to go to Montreal, or you learned that you were traded to Montreal and okay, I'm going to go to Montreal?
Yeah, I kind of just found out one day after training, and that was it. So.
Could you go through the feeling that you had playing the first game between Toronto and Montreal?
I mean, I think it was a good one. I've heard about that rivalry, and to be in it was a special feeling, and I know it means a lot to the team and the fans. So I know we didn't win, but I think it was good to get a taste of what we're building here, and it was good to get out there and get some minutes.
You get the chance to have maybe a sit down with Marco and kind of get to understanding what what his expectations for you are, and maybe what your role in the group's going to be.
Yeah, when I first got here, we sat down and had a talk, kind of talked me through how he wants us to play and what they expect from me, and that was kind of it. And I think I'm just learning more and more every day, just little bit by little bit, and just taking it from there.
You're not the first right back from Salt Lake to come to Montreal. Aaron Herrera made the same jump 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Did you reach out to him and kind of ask about, any of the parallels and maybe for some advice, or did you really just talk to Bryce?
No, mostly just Bryce. I think Aaron was a little older than me. I mean, we were friends. I definitely could talk to Aaron, but no, I haven't reached out to him.
You're a right back. Do you feel comfortable at other positions?
Yeah, I've definitely filled in almost all over with Real in my past. I've played center back. I played some wing on both sides, but right back is probably where I feel I'm best.
There's 5 games left of the season. What do you want to show to the club for the next season?
I know it's a young team, so they need some leadership, and I just want to make a presence. I want to make a difference, and not only the club, but I want the fans to also be excited going into next year.
Donadel asks a lot of his players, especially his fullback when he plays, and it's man to man. It's very high energy. What was your reaction to finding out that it's a little unconventional? What was your reaction to me finding out that that's how you were going to be playing, and how do you feel like that fits into your profile and your style of play?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different than anything I'm used to. I'm still obviously getting used to it in trainings, and I think it's been intense. It's hard, but I think with me being more of an athletic person, I think it fits my game, and I don't think I'll have a problem with it.
Do you know some words in French?
No.
Do you plan to?
Maybe a little, yeah.
How do you adapt to your new city? I mean, you play with the academy in Salt Lake. You're a guy from Utah. How is it to leave home in a way?
Yeah, it's very different being by myself in a big city like Montreal. Utah was always home. It's not very flashy. Just, have my whole family there, so I'm taking it step by step. As many phone calls as I can back home, but I think it'll be good.
You show you any good spots to go out and enjoy the city a bit, or is it
Yeah,
just
I've been to a couple restaurants, but nothing crazy. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Bode.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Marco? You're used to having time between games, but is there a different energy when it's international break and there's fewer people here? There's no game to prepare for.
Well, yes, it's a bit more relaxed, you can say, especially inside the staff, because we went through a period where every 3-4 days we had a match to prepare. and we were feeling to give our best to help the team to succeed. So now we took our 2 days off, also the staff, to gain some energy. And yes, of course, there's a beautiful day outside. We enjoy a lot this week without talking about the last game, without talking about the next, and we start our normal routine the next Monday.
On m'a dit que tu arrives à 5-6 heures le matin. Il n'y a pas de match cette semaine. T'arrives-tu à 5-6 heures quand même ou tu prends ça un peu cool?
7, 6h30. Ouais, non, j'aime travailler à la matin, mais aussi l'après-midi, c'est pour être assis parce que j'ai toute l'académie, toutes les énergies, le staff. So, j'aime tout être assis in this environment.
Tu parles de l'académie. Il y a un joueur qui est allé hier pour aujourd'hui, Raphaël Pascal, c'est un 2009, il y a 16 ans. La semaine passée, vous avez fait un match contre les U18, mais il y avait beaucoup de U15, U16, en tout cas U16. Comment ils se comportent, les jeunes? T'sais, comment un 16 ans, qu'est-ce que tu penses de nos 16 ans sur le terrain quand ils jouent avec des pros?
I think that the academy, especially here, the first thing that I'm feeling when they come usually is the mentality. So I can feel the identity of the club in our youngs, and usually they come with a good spirit, with good personality also. So they are very good also to show some special characteristic. And then of course now we want to go through a period where we play a bit more with them. So we try to evaluate them, try to find another, Owen or Alex, because also Owen is 2008, so he's very, very young. But staying with us is improving much more, than staying with their teammates. And yes, we are happy that they are here, especially to have the possibility to have them 1 or 2 every time. And but they are good. They are good behavior, and also qualitatively they are very good. Every one of them has some special characteristic to show.
Je me demandais, avec les 5 derniers matchs de l'équipe en MLS, il n'y a pas eu de défaite pour le CF Montréal, ce qui est quand même un bon passage cette saison. Ça semble coïncider à quelques jours près avec la lettre qui était ouverte aux partisans. Est-ce qu'il y a eu un déclic à ce moment-là qui fait en sorte que l'équipe s'est peut-être replacée depuis, en plus des changements de personnel?
Oh, I think that the last 5 games in the MLS, that in the middle we have also the 3 against League Cup, that I think that change a bit our way to play. Our awareness to be really aggressive also against very good team. And these 3 games in League Cup, they gave us this kind of identity, and we believe that this is who we are. And you are happy, or I am feeling that you are happy that we didn't lose the last 5 games. But at the same time, to explain you what is the new feeling of the team, that we are sad because we think that we lost 4 points against Atlanta and in Toronto, because we were leading the game 2 minutes before the end, and deserving. So we are working to try also today in details where we can improve to go lead the game and secure the result, because right now we could have 5 games without a defeat, but with 4 points more. So this is our new mentality.
Je me demandais, mathématiquement parlant, maintenant l'équipe il y a des séries éliminatoires. C'est quoi les objectifs qui resteraient jusqu'à la fin de la saison?
Ouais, comme j'ai déjà dit, notre objectif maintenant est de construire quelque chose pour l'année prochaine, et évaluer tous les joueurs, évaluer tous les environnements, et toutes les personnes ici doivent démontrer quelque chose nouveau, quelque chose, quelque détermination différente. Parce que cette ville doit retourner à gagner plus. Et de la commence de la saison, de la première match de la saison, nous devons démontrer que notre objectif est différent la prochaine année. Et cette période est vraiment importante pour évaluer, pour améliorer aussi individuellement les jeunes que nous avons, et avoir, pour nous, pour le staff, avoir 5 vrais matchs et not amicales. Match pour évaluer, par exemple, joueurs comme Olger, Escobar ou comme Alex, qui ils sont jeunes, mais aussi ils peut avoir les caractéristiques parfaites pour nous, pour le futur, pour l'avenir.
Vous avez un groupe qui est très jeune. Je pense que vous aviez 22 ans de moyenne d'âge à Toronto. Quel défi ça amène pour un entraîneur d'avoir un groupe jeune comme ça?
Yes and no. I mean, every characteristic that a group in general, like average age or like a centimeter average, every characteristic as a group could be an opportunity, could be also a weakness. We are a team that likes to have ball. We are a team that likes to press. We are a team that likes to dominate the game. And to have the positive energy physically and mentally, not to prove something for these guys, is very, very good, very positive for me. At the same time, we need to accept and we need to really expect also sometimes that these guys that are full of talent, they can have some heights, they can have some down. So it's totally normal for Hennedy, for Sinchuk to have a game more difficult because the other team, the opponents start to study us, to study Yenna, and it's part of the process. But I think, and we think that with the talent, in 1 or 2 years working with them, we can really doing well because to try to buy a Sinchuk or Escobar or all the youngs that we have, no, when they are 24, 25, it's difficult. So I hope that they also growing with us. We can also give them our identity, you know, the importance for the city, the behaviors. It's very, very important to have a mix. Of course, now we are very, very young, but the idea is to have the proper mix for the next season.
We just spoke to Bode. You know, he mentioned that he spoke with you. He mentioned that he's having a good time integrating to the group. But what are your first impressions of him as a player and even as an individual? And where do you think he's going to fit in with a fullback core that's doing quite well at the moment?
Yeah, it's a perfect fitting for us because he's still inside the average age because he's 23 right now. But at the same time, he has a lot of appearance, he has a lot of years of experience in this league. So he can give us that freshness. And at the same time, he's a spot where we had only one player, so we were a bit scared, you know, to have only Buga in that situation. So I think that is a perfect fitting for us for the future. And then it's also their duty, it's also the players' duties, the young duties to improve and to show something. So we're not here, this is not a school, this is a club where we give everything to them to improve and to succeed, but they have to give the energy, the attitude, the effort to improve, to give what we want. So at the end, it's all about of them also. So, but we are very, very happy about the first impression and the first training of Bode.
Est-ce que si on a vu Vrioni qui courait aux abords du terrain en dehors de l'entraînement, est-ce qu'il y a une mise à jour sur son état de santé?
Nous ne savons pas vraiment les temps de Giacomo, peut-être 2 semaines ou peut-être 3 semaines. Mais voir Giacomo dans le terrain, pour nous, c'est spécial parce que toutes les années, il a eu des blessures, des mauvaises situations. So he's a good guy, and we are happy for him to be with us in the field, but we need to wait another.
Donc, si on parle de 2-3 semaines, ça veut dire qu'on s'attend pas à le voir dans le prochain match?
Non, le prochain match.
J'ai mis Tristan qui a dit non. Ton corps a fait non, il sera pas là. Marco? La rivalité Toronto-Montréal, tu la connais, tu l'as joué, tu l'as coaché, tu as vu le match samedi. La rivalité est aussi entre les partisans. Puis les partisans montréalais sont souvent intenses avec les partisans de Toronto et vice-versa. Samedi, ça semble avoir été loin. Je sais qu'il y a des gens au club qui n'ont pas aimé non plus. Des bannières qui attaquent le peuple québécois, le drapeau québécois, merda. On n'est plus dans le sportif. Qu'est-ce que ça te fait, toi? Qu'est-ce qui te vient comme ressenti quand tu vois la rivalité atteindre ces niveaux-là?
Yes, I think that when there is this, I'm from Italy, so the rivalry it's totally normal that sometimes go outside of the fences of the sport. And that is it's strange that there are sometimes inside only the sport side. So usually in Italy, it's about cities, about region, it's about culture, north, south. So for me, it was totally normal, actually, for the place where I'm coming. But I understood that here is not. So I think that I'm not the right person to describe or give my opinion. But I think that a big rivalry or to have a real city that we properly hate, it's good because it's good to love our city and it's also good to hate the others. And we show in the past that we are better than them. Sometimes, especially in the first game at home, for many reasons, they were better than us. But we show there, keeping the ball, attacking and leading more or less all the game, that we are at least at the same level. And we are just at the beginning of a process. So I think that they are by far, inside the process, struggling more than us in terms of sport. And this is the only thing that matters to me. So all the other things, I'm not the right person to describe. But in that moment, I saw that. And for me, it was like, so I lived many times in Italy, a situation like that. So I was not shocked, but I understand the point.
Marco would have more questions in Italian.
Thank you.